Welcome to System Shifters, a talking crit podcast, where adventure and chaos collide. I'm your MC Taylor, guiding our fearless players through a world of mystery and danger. Joining us are Jessica, playing the daring bee and her loyal dog Binks, Emma, bringing the sharp-witted Bryn to life, Seth, behind the introspective Oswald, and Mark, embodying the bold Grayson. Last time, our crew faced a nightmare straight out of legend. A monstrous troll hunted them through the wilds, hurling trees and boulders like they were nothing, eventually pinning them beneath a massive oak. With the beast's club raised to crush them, things looked grim, until Binks swooped in, turning the tide. The troll vanished, just like every other bizarre creature they faced, leaving more questions than answers. Battered, bruised, and way past Big D's curfew, the group limps home. Now, as the girls brace to face a furious father, we dive into Oswald's journal for a glimpse into the chaos of their world.
Last night was wild. We found a few odd books buried over at the old farm in a hole that Binks dug. Some strange little green man that was lurking around the place. I saw it a few times. Couldn't believe my eyes. But that's not the wildest thing that happened last night. As we headed home, I wanted to check on Tubbs, make sure poor old Bowl of Jelly Squirrel Man was alright. But as we traveled back, Binks got scared. Loud sounds just spreading throughout the forest. Trees snapping, all sorts of things. Suddenly, giant log just comes and knocks us all over. I don't know where it came from, but it just was like thrown or something. And then when we started to get back up, there was this giant green monster, straight out of a fantasy novel my dad read to me as a kid. I don't know, it was a troll or something, but it was just bolting at us, roaring and screaming and yelling and throwing logs. So I booked it. We all booked it. Ducking and weaving all those logs. We got hit a few times, but I think we all managed to get away with only a few bumps and nicks and bruises. But after running for a bit, I think we lost it and hopped on our bikes. And we make our way back home. On my desk, I don't know where it came from, was this letter sealed in wax. Who seals letters in wax nowadays?
We'll kind of rewind time here a little bit and we'll get to the girls arriving at, the front of your property before you going into the house. So from there, coming up the long driveway, you get to the white picket fence in the front of their bee's farmhouse. Front porch light is still on, back porch light is on. There's a large figure sitting in a rocking chair beside the back door.
Gosh, I wonder who that is.
Told you I was going to be in trouble.
Girl, I got you. I told you I'll take the blame. I mean, we look beat up enough that I can just say I went on the wrong path and you had to chase me and save my ass.
Okay. I mean, he knows. He sent Binks, so.
I got it. I won't let you get in trouble because of my stupid shit.
Binks runs past you guys and heads up through the gate, but he definitely avoids the back door.
Knows better. Hi, Daddy. Sorry we're late. Binks found us.
As you guys continue walking up the rest of the way, pushing your bikes, you riding them up the way?
Big D, it was me. It was my fault. She kept telling me 9, and I kept swearing I heard something off the path. Honestly, if she hadn't followed me, I probably would have fallen further into the ditch. You raised a good one. It's not her fault. If anyone to be mad at, you can be mad at me. We can talk to my mom about it if you need to.
Roll a charm.
And I'm gonna kind of covered in mud, push my bike slow, kind of milk it a little bit.
That's a 4. So we...
Imagine I'm pretty sore from a tree falling on me.
Hold on. Okay. 8 plus 11.
Take an adversity token.
I tried. That was a damn good roll, too. I'm kind of mad at that.
He's pretty pissed off.
That's fair.
Yeah, it usually is when you're around that she does stuff like this. What the hell happened to you?
Well, we got chased off by a skunk.
And I knew you were gonna be mad if I came home smelling like skunk. And then we got turned around in the woods looking. Somehow it got dark, and we were looking for what she was hearing. And we heard stories in town that something might be out there. And we had to go investigate. It's spring break, our last spring break, Daddy. And then Beaks went off running off something, and I fell, and I'm covered in mud. I think I twisted my ankle. Daddy, I'm really sorry.
And she really did remind me so many times. It really is more my fault, Big D.
What am I using to persuade him? Charm?
Yeah, charm.
The two least charming ones.
Or... Okay, exploded. 3. So 7.
7.
Mm-hmm.
Take your shoes off before you go in the house. Go get yourselves cleaned up.
First, Daddy. Is any of the chore need done still?
No, your mother and I already took care of it. But you're first light tomorrow on the cows.
Yeah, we'll be up for you. Promise.
All right. Dinner's in the stove. There's enough for you in there too, Bryn.
Thank you, Big D.
Go get yourselves cleaned up. Going over to Oswald's.
Oswald, right up his neighborhood, which is more of a trailer park his bike and try to go see if he remembered to unlock his window.
Oh, this will be fun. Go up to your window. Roll a flight.
It's a 6.
It's open.
He will jimmy up the old window and clamber his way back in.
All right. Now give me a brawn. See if you bust your ass on your crawling through.
Ooh, that was a 1.
So you go to crawl through the window and forget that you had some stuff piled up there under the floor. You went in head first and it slides out from under you and you shove all that crap into your nightstand and your half-drink sodas all spill on top of you.
Great.
You get up, you look around, clean your shake it off a bit, maybe dab the old sody off with a t-shirt that's on the ground. As you're looking around, you notice on your desk is a larger than normal sized envelope with a dark blue wax stamp sealing it. Grayson, how are you to arrive home?
Yeah, I think cycle back into town, hop off, lean the bike quietly against the garage, open the screen door really quiet so it doesn't squeak too loud, unlock the door and pull it closed quietly so it doesn't slam. I'll head inside, up the stairs.
Would your parents be, what would they be doing?
I think they would probably be asleep. Yeah, watching something in their room, a little TV up there, and they've probably left a plate on the kitchen table. Yeah, I'll skip that and head straight upstairs and clean myself up a bit.
Okay. So you do that. When you get back into your room, get changed into some clean clothes, you notice the same styled envelope with a dark blue wax seal. Back to the girls. You've managed to sit down, eat your food, clean yourselves up, and you meet back up in your room B. In Bryn's little makeshift sleeping areas that she's got made up for herself, that she does this quite often, is an envelope, same caliber, and laying on your nightstand, B, another one.
Your parents didn't put these here, did they?
Looks a little too fancy for...
I mean, should we open them?
Ooh. There's been so much weird stuff tonight. I don't know.
How about you, Grayson or Oswald? What do you... Now that we all have gotten our envelopes, we can kind of collectively decide what we're going to do here.
If I've learned anything, it's there's always room for more weird. And Bryn's going to flip it over and start to pop it open.
I suppose.
Oz is a little impulsive. He will open it.
Okay.
Yeah, Grayson sort of looks at it a little bit, holds it up to the light to kind of like see if he can see what it is. He's had some experience with trying to read the acceptance letters without actually opening them. But this doesn't look like those, so I think he's curiosity is piqued. He'll crack it open.
Noted. Roll a brains.
Oh, that's 18.
18. So when you hold it up to the light, you see some like a silhouette of some strange inking on the inside of this.
Interesting. Kind of like spend a minute to think of if it looks like anything that he's seen in his little book that he found there earlier in the pigeon pudding.
Even with the 18, no.
Strange.
All right, B, what were you doing with your envelope?
Looking at Brent, did you use our address for any like place we applied for school? Could these be college letters?
No. I mean, I tried, but the counselor said I wasn't supposed to do that. So
Oswald, I need a brawn from you.
Ooh. That's a 20 on a 20, so I'm gonna roll again.
Ooh.
Explosion.
it's like the first brains you had me roll.
27 in total.
27 in total. So you go to break this, and it seems almost impossible. Like, does not want to open. But somehow you manage to crack the wax seal just enough to pry it open. And Bryn, give me a bronze.
This should be interesting. 3.
You cannot open your envelope.
Just imagining her like trying that, like using her teeth on it, and nothing. It's like it's broken.
See her chewing on hers. Pete's gonna try to open hers as well.
Okay. Roll brawn.
13.
13. Still will not open. So, Oswald, you start to open this envelope up, and it's just kind of like an origami. It's paper folded on top of itself, folded into itself, folded into itself. As you get it all the way open, blink.
He will be all confused. Keep flipping it over, trying to see if there's anything. I'll look over this in the morning. Flop into his bed. He's too tired for this shit.
All right. So Oz crawls into bed, sets it on his desk out of the soda mess. We'll catch him in the morning. Brennan B.
He's gonna pull out her pocket knife. See if she can.
Roll a fight.
9.
Take an adversity token.
I mean, Bryn's taking this personally at this point, and so she like every cartoon moment that you can imagine of like literally short of them hitting it with a hammer is basically what she's doing at this moment. She's like on the ground holding it with her feet, pulling. She's like trying with her teeth again. I mean, she's just like, why can't I open this fucking thing?
Yeah, this has got to be a joke, right?
B, you as you're trying to cut through this, you notice Bren chewing on it, biting it, stepping on it, pulling on it, and you slip and cut your thumb. Does not open. How about you, Grayson?
Yeah, I think he's definitely sort of intrigued by the ink stuff that he's seen inside, so he's gonna try and open it up, crack the seal if he can.
Give me a brawn.
That is a 7.
Does not open. No matter what you do to pull on the edges, try to bend the wax, cannot get it to budge.
I think he's not really sure what's going on with it, but he's pretty sore, and he's had to drag a tree off of his friends a little while ago. So he's gonna go into the bathroom and run the sink really hot, get the steam kind of going, and sort of at the same time as he's cleaning up his face, got scratches and stuff on his eyebrows and everything. He's gonna try and loosen up the seal with the steam.
Give me a brains.
Okay. It is a 15.
You get this water really hot, almost to the point where the paper itself is starting to turn spongy. When you see the seal pop open.
I got it. Drop my face cloth. Hold it open. See what I can see.
It is blank.
Darn. Today has been a weird day, he says to himself. We'll fold it up and put it on the side of the sink and continue to wash up.
Do you guys remember which ability card I gave you. Who got hyperkineticism?
I think that's me. Fast over short bursts. That's what I wrote down.
Yep. And who got telepresence?
Me. I feel like Bryn would still be taking this pretty personally, but upon seeing that B had hurt herself, she's gonna shift and come check her friend's hand. She knows that her friend's well, like, prepared for this kind of stuff, but
I'm holding pressure on Mythum, and I have thrown the envelope across the room.
you'd think you'd be better with sharp objects living on a farm.
I would think that my pocket knife could cut paper. I don't know what this is or where it's from, but I don't like it, and I don't know if I want to have anything to do with it now.
Oh, come on. Gotta get into it now. It's like an even bigger mystery than before because it won't open.
You think Oz and Grayson got one? I mean, it's kind of weird that we did. And yours is here.
Maybe. I mean, it would make sense. Maybe. Maybe the government knows.
Knows what? That we have a bowl of squirrel?
Maybe.
We got chased by a troll?
Maybe it was a government experiment that we stumbled upon. That journal said dimensional experiments.
Are they gonna come after us now?
I mean, it depends on which source you listen to, honestly. Some people say that the government doesn't like when you stumble upon stuff. Some people say that they don't really care. Some people say they recruit if you stumble upon stuff. Maybe these are recruitment letters, and we have to figure out how to open them.
I'm not trying to work for the government.
Well, that's fine. I would love to. Some of us don't have glowing plans after all of this.
My last name is Fox, not my first.
We can try again in the morning. It's been a long day, and I think I already got you in trouble enough already.
I'm just tired. Maybe I just need a reset.
All right, so you two settle in for the night. I'm assuming Grayson does as well.
So I imagine at this point, Big D has built like a trundle bed underneath B's bed. So she has like an actual bed to sleep in.
Very cool.
Imagine he grumbled the whole time, too, like, trying to make it seem.
Oh, yeah, he complained about it the whole time. Absolutely.
Trundle is a funny word.
It is a funny word. It rhymes with grundle, and that's even funnier.
Okay, so one of my favorite words is gruntled, which is the opposite of disgruntled.
Disgruntled. Yep.
And it's an actual word in the dictionary because there was a poet back in like the early 1900s that used it in a poem, and it got so popular that they put it in Webster's.
That's awesome.
Very nice.
Nice. First Urban Dictionary entry.
Yep, pretty much. But so I say it all the time, like, I am gruntled.
So morning comes pretty quickly for you two
Yeah.
ladies. Up before the sun rises to go take care of the cows. And by the time you guys get done, there's bacon and eggs on the stove. Big D heads out to tend to his duties. Mom's gone for work. And you two are left to your own vices. How does your morning go, Oswald?
He will wake up in that kind of state where you wake up earlier than you probably wanted to. I just sit in bed for a bit. And, well, I better show this weird piece of paper to our conspiracy friend.
And how about you, Grayson?
Grayson, his mind was racing all night. He was just had a really hard time falling asleep, and woke up a bunch of times. Had one of those fits and starts kind of sleep, and he wakes up, I think, super early, like even just as the sun's coming up, and isn't able to fall asleep again. And I think he's gonna go. He has a habit of running when he is sort of like out of sorts. It kind of gives his body something to do, and his mind can focus on something else. So he's gonna borrow his mom's anti-skip CD player, and yeah, it's
expensive.
I'm not allowed to use it, but she's not up yet, so I steal it and I put the headphones on, and I tie up my sneakers and head out for a run to sort out what just happened yesterday.
Okay, cool. To clear your mind, what would you like? Where is a spot you would run to normally?
I think there's probably a little path through some fences and backyards and stuff out to the baseball diamond. I think he probably just has a little trail out around the park that's of the school, around the football stadium, and then kind of back.
Okay. I need you to roll me a grit.
That is a 3.
Excellent. So you lace up your sneakers real tight, head out the door, heading toward the baseball diamond. You said your mind is racing. You're trying to just run away from those feelings. No sooner than you hit play and take your first step, you are at that ball diamond. When you get there, your shoes have melted off the soles, and you vomit violently.
This week sucks.
Oswald. Okay, so you're getting up in the morning and you wanted to go show the paper off to Bryn.
Mm-hmm.
Were you planning on waiting to go to the fort to meet them, or were you going to go meet them at the farm?
I was going to wait at the diner, our usual meeting spot in the morning. Get some extra pancakes in me.
My mom's probably still working the shift.
All right, so you get out really early for you normally.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody else has been up for a while, but you go ahead and you make your way to the restaurant. You order your meal. She brings you out a coffee and all that stuff since it's still basically brunch time. You know that nobody was really planning to be here till like noon 30, but you look up at the clock and you see it ticking. And the second hand stops. And then the hour hand and the minute hand just... And your friends are all now sitting at your table.
What? Did I fall asleep? What? He is very confused.
I need a grit.
Okay. Grit. Ooh. Explode. It's an 11.
Explosion.
So you managed to not vomit. But you take an adversity token. And you basically just fall asleep. What happened? That's where you're at. So all four of you are now at the restaurant.
So, I got an envelope last night,
Reason.
You did.
and I opened it.
Me too.
You were able to open it,
Yes, and
How did
I
you
will
open it?
right? What did you do?
brute force. He will grab the crumpled piece of paper that he brought with him. Instead of folding it up, he just kind of in the morning and just put it in his bike basket and ran it there. So it's a little crumpled, but it's still there. Don't mind the soda stain on the side.
Well, what does it say?
It's blank.
Mine's blank too.
I cut my thumb open for a blank piece of paper.
That doesn't mean that ours is blank. We weren't able to open them.
They look exactly the same.
Did you try the light shiny through trick? I know Grayson's been doing that a lot.
Yeah, I thought I saw something before I opened it, but then I got it open and it was blank, and I was too tired to do anything about it.
Well, Bryn chewed on hers, and I used my pocket knife.
I didn't chew on it. I was trying to rip it open with my teeth, like any logical person would when brute force didn't work.
You were chewing on it. Definition of chewing.
The Lego method, it's valid.
It's not gum. I didn't put it in to clear my teeth out after a meal.
You hear Binks outside the door barking. Not of any alarm, just so you guys know that he's there.
Just a reminder. I'm here.
He's a good boy.
Oh, you guys ready for your check? Did you guys make any headway on the chubby cobra?
I don't know. Have you heard anything since yesterday morning?
That's why I'm asking you guys. You were on the hunt, right?
We're always on the hunt. Anybody say anything weird about anything last night?
No. Nothing strange coming through town last night, no. I closed.
No weird lights or noises or nothing like that?
Nope, nothing like that. Old man Deckard, though, he got drunk over at the bar and he got his lights punched out.
That's usual.
Yep, that was pretty much all that went down last night around here.
Well, keep your ears open for us.
Okay. The amount of time that had passed with your little time skipper, Rui, you had already all eaten breakfast.
Did we notice? Or was it just like a...
Nope. So Grayson had enough time to go home, get a change of shoes, clean himself off from the vomit, brush his teeth, all that good stuff. Like, time went as normal for you guys. You took care of the animals, you guys had breakfast, you had a stern talking to by D before you left, and he means 9 o'clock. It's the last thing he said.
I think as we're sort of finishing up and getting ready to go, Grayson has the like melted shoes in his bag and has been sort of not really sure how to bring it up to everybody. To be like, hey, something really weird happened to me this morning. And he'll pull out these like melted old sneakers. I went for a run and I ran fast. I don't know. It was bizarre. But I ran so fast I melted my shoes. And I was like immediately at the school, and then I barfed everywhere. It was so bizarre. Yesterday was the worst. And then this morning too. I don't know what's happening.
I can concur about yesterday being the worst. I don't know about melted shoes. I can see them, but it kind of looks like you stuck them in the oven for too long.
Why would you put shoes in the oven in the first place?
I don't know.
Dry them up?
Did you try to dry them off this morning?
No, I really didn't. I put them on. I stepped out the door. I started running. Got my Beastie Boys in the CD player, and yeah, I arrived. Melted shoes, vomit. It was so bizarre. I had to walk back home in these things. It was it's weird. What is going on here, Bryn?
It's a sad day when we're all turning to the conspiracy theorist.
Yeah.
I'm convinced that we stumbled upon some sort of government testing facility, and I wouldn't be surprised if they are watching us now, or if whatever we stumbled upon has lasting effects. There was an article in one of my conspiracy newsletters talking about how down in Florida a couple of years ago, they did testing with this new drug to make people hallucinate, and then they got superpowers because of it.
I mean, it sounds far-fetched, but that's kind of what, I don't know how else we can explain this. Like an episode of The X-Files.
Such a good show. Great for information. B and I haven't noticed anything weird.
So, as you guys are having this conversation, are you heading out to your bikes to head to the cabin? Where are you heading from here?
I would say we should probably go check on Tubbs.
Probably almost out of
Yeah.
just like instinct. We're just walking and talking and just heading that way by this is just pure habit.
Pushing your bikes then?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Thanks. Come on, boy.
He trots up beside you.
It's hostile. His crazy head hair.
Oswald, you look down at your watch on your way up, and by the time you look back up, you're at the front door of the cabin, along with everybody else.
What is going on today? Ugh.
You okay there, bud?
I keep zoning out for long periods. At least I think I'm zoning out. I don't know.
This is sort of what it looks like when you look down at your watch. You look down and just, I'm assuming it's digital,
It's one of those older digital watches.
like Timex digital. I
Yeah.
want one so bad. Basically, it just tick, 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 and then time just clips up minutes, and then you're there.
It's been a confusing morning.
It's been a lot. Yeah. Let's
Let's go check on Tubbs.
Whenever you look at Tubbs for the first time of the day, I need you all to roll a grit.
It's too early in the morning for
Oh
those.
no. That's a 1 for Grayson.
That's a 4.
Oh, the sheer sight of Tubbs in this with his little feet and his tail hanging out and his boneless body. He's still kicking Cheeto dust all over his face or Funyun dust. It's just, you know.
Uh, sorry, buddy. How you doing? You okay? Kind of give a little scratch where I think his forehead would be.
Its little tail kind of floppily wags off the side of the bowl.
I'm just imagining it making like gelatinous cube noises.
And a sloshing.
Let's make sure we keep the bowl up high enough that Binks can't get it.
It'd be like filling a long balloon with water trying to
Poor guy.
hold it.
Binks slurping up a.
He's still alive though.
Well, that's still got no bones.
Well, let's see if we can get your letters open, maybe. We'll lay out ours and see if we can get yours open. Maybe I don't know.
Maybe they need to be opened together.
Maybe?
I opened mine.
Maybe if they're all open, it like activates something together. I
Yeah,
don't
like
know.
a puzzle or a map or something.
I told you we have to prove ourselves so the government knows that we're worthy to work for them.
Yep. So who wants to try first? I'll try. I got mine open pretty easy. Bryn, you want me to take yours?
Yeah, let's see if we can get it open.
I'll take it. Yeah, I'm gonna try and pull it open. I don't know if there's a ray of sunshine coming in through one of the windows of the little clubhouse. I can try and soften the wax a little bit. We don't have a kettle out here, I don't think, so probably have candles or matches or something. I'll try and carefully melt it, maybe, if it doesn't come open the first time.
Okay.
Okay.
Roll brains. Using fire is going to make it a little more difficult.
I got a 16.
You are holding it just at a distance. I mean, you're smart enough to know where a burning point would be at for paper. Once it starts turning black, just barely black, you know you should be safe. Again, the seal pops.
Got it. I'll open it up and see if we can see anything. I'll lay it flat on the little table that we've got in here.
It is blank.
Blank. Not worthy, apparently.
Let me see if I can get the other one open.
All right, here's mine.
Brute force it.
Braun.
That's an 8.
Ooh, does not open.
I guess I had sleepy strength last night. I don't know.
All that adrenaline pumping.
Let me try again. I try to pull it again.
Pull on it with a bronze.
And 13 again.
13. Doesn't cut it.
Yes, not worthy. Bryn, you're gonna have to go work for the government without me.
Well, I kind of knew this day would come.
We can always try the method that Grayson used.
Give it another whirl if you like. Be careful, but
Here you go. You take it.
okay. I'll give it another whirl with the fire.
All right, roll brains.
Okay. Hey, that's a 20. Explodes. For a total of 30.
Ooh.
Oh, you hold it in such a perfect spot that it doesn't turn black. It just opens.
Nailed it.
Again, another blank piece of paper.
We loosened it for you, but thank you.
Yeah, no, you totally did. That was way easier than the first time. Thanks. I don't know, like, lay everything all out and see if there's, like, marks anywhere, things to line up. Yeah.
Lay them out together.
Yeah.
I mean, they are a manila-colored blank sheet of paper.
Like, how big of a sheet of paper?
Legal letter size.
Yeah. That size.
Mm.
I think somebody's just trying to mess with us.
Seems like a lot of trouble to go to, like, mail people.
But if you're messing with the group in town that chases conspiracy theories and the Chubby Cobra,
Yeah,
it makes sense.
that is true.
Yeah, but most people are gone for spring break. Who would want to take the time to do this?
I mean, this all just leads back to my theory that the government is recruiting.
I don't know.
You hear A loud bang against the window again.
Not another one.
Tubbs.
Tubbs is still in the bowl. Did he have a girlfriend?
Tabina.
Is Binks barking or anything?
Binks is kind of cowering over behind Oswald. Scared the shit out of him too.
What was that?
I'm gonna go outside.
I'm gonna follow behind.
I will peek out the door behind them.
I will keep Binks safe.
Cowering with Binks.
Most
Clearly.
important job, obviously. Well, what do we see?
You see a bunch of feathers kind of still falling.
And if we look down,
There is a dead crow.
Mm.
Give me a brains, everybody.
It's 18 for Grayson.
Oh, exploded.
Bren also got an 18.
Excellent.
Twins.
That's a 3.
Not so excellent.
Exploded, but I only got an 8.
Gotta love having a D4.
6 was the number to beat. So, 2 18s. You find a trail of smallish, maybe the size of a small child, footprints of 3 toes. And then those feathers are also leading into the woods. B, you notice some broken branches and disturbed underbrush leading off back towards the farmhouse trail with a few feathers. Oswald, you don't notice anything.
You see anything, guys?
Hey, do you remember how many toes the thing from last night had? The little gremlin anything?
I don't know. I wasn't looking at its feet. I was looking at its face.
No. I just knew it was green.
Its ugly mug.
I wonder if it came out here. Because, I don't know, it makes the most sense.
But Tubbs was fine. It didn't touch Tubbs.
Well, we're still out on if this was the green thing or the chubby cabra.
Is the chubby cub green?
You hear some branches breaking up the trail a little ways, moving away from you like something's running.
Britton's gonna take off towards it.
You're running after it?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
She lost it last time.
Well, there she goes.
Away she goes.
We should probably Oz, right? Yeah. That.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Binks, let's go.
Binks jumps out the front door and takes off with you guys. All right, I need a flight from all 4 of you.
All right.
Same.
Explosion.
Looking
Okay.
for an 8.
I got an 8. I also exploded.
That's a 1.
I got 13.
Probably tripping on my dog because I got a 4.
Is it the same branch?
It's the same one from yesterday.
You kind of stumble, you're running behind. Nothing bad happens. What'd you roll, Oz?
1.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you both get an adversity token.
Mm-hmm.
You trip and fall and cause B to stumble. You both are kind of falling behind. Grayson, what'd you roll?
I got an 8. I exploded on the 6.
Okay. You're keeping pace with Bren. And Bren, with your higher number, that success, you keep on the trail after it. Like you haven't lost it.
You lost it once. It ain't happening again.
Give me a flight again.
9.
9. B.
3. He's not so good at running.
Grayson also got a 3.
I got a 6.
What was yours, Bren?
9.
9? Okay. You don't notice the fog setting in as you run into an open, foggy glade.
That tracks.
B and Grayson, you lose track of each other and the rest of the party. And Oz, what did you roll again?
6.
A 6. Yeah, same thing. You make it into this foggy glade and you can't see it. It overtakes everything.
It's a sign. We all got divisibles of 3.
Grayson is it stops and just sort of like spins around, flailing almost, calling everybody. Bryn, B, Oz, anybody?
Hello?
Thanks. Ren. Grayson.
Anybody?
Oz.
You can hear each other all yelling just fine. It'd be a Marco Polo type situation at this point, but you can hear each other. You're in the same area. I need all of you to roll brains. Whoever rolls the highest, let me know.
Dang, all my mics.
Okay, it's my turn to explode on the 20.
Nice.
8, so 28.
Damn.
That's weird. I got a 4.
I got a 3.
Grayson is panicking and got a 5.
Oh, anyhow, nothing bad happens to you. Wasn't a check for anything, so no adversity token. Bryn, you're kind of looking around trying to see where your friends' voices are coming from. Like I said, Marco Polo style. When you see a light glowing orb hovering above the ground, just it's maybe 100 feet from you.
Okay.
It's about the size of, I don't know, like a dandelion when it's about to be blown out when it releases its seeds.
It's like the will-o-wisps from Brave. Does it seem like the fog is like coming from it, or
No,
I'm gonna head towards the little Orby guy.
as you start walking towards it, you start hearing a whisper in a language that's uncomprehendable. And the closer you get, the further it moves away from you.
Okay. I feel like Bryn's immediate response would then be to like take a step away from it and see what it does.
You stop, it stops.
Okay. So if I move away from it, does it do anything or it just stays?
It stays there.
Okay. I am gonna, I think, spend an adversity token and use prepared. So I can spend 2 to pull something out of my bag. I'm gonna say that Bryn grabbed, I immediately want to say a net, obviously, but we were just at the farm, so I'm thinking maybe like a small tarp or something that they grabbed on their way out to try and like throw over this thing.
It could be a net, it can be anything.
Well, then I would like a net, please.
Okay, yeah.
Net for 50, please, Alex. And I'm going to try and throw it on top of this orb.
It just moves right away from it and then stops.
Can I try and fake it out? Like, throw the net at it and then try and, like, go towards it? Does that make sense?
It's going to perpetually run away from you.
Well, I'm just going to stand there really annoyed at this point then. Trying to figure out something that there's not an answer to. So, smart.
You do still hear the whispering in your ears. Well, it sounds like it's coming from everywhere at this point.
And it's not anything I recognize. It's just like,
Nothing you've ever heard before. And you heard some strange shit through the airwaves.
I feel like at this point, then Bryn's going to turn around as if to like say something to her friends. And that's about the point she's going to realize that she is no longer around them.
And with that, with you taking a moment to finally stop and take in your surroundings, we'll end it here.
Lost in the woods. See, the only creepy whisper thing I know is parcel tongue, and that's just going to show my real nerd if I start talking in parcel tongue.
I mean, I think it's awesome, but not necessarily called for in this section of the adventure yet.
I mean, if we should just
Ooh.
record, we should just record some whispers, and then
what we just
reverse
did
them.
was pretty terrifying sounding, so I think I'll end up splicing that together, and I will be using it.
You could also do reverse this. You're a nerd, and then reverse it.
So good.